Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Guys, this video is about some of you say you have bed bugs. You come into the comment section and ask about diatomaceous and things. Then you come back later and say, well, how do I know if it's bed bugs? First, you say you have them. You have to see them in order to know if you have them. You can't just self-diagnose and say, oh, because I'm getting bit by something, I have bed bugs. Because it's possible it might not be bed bugs. And prayerfully, it's not. But that's the only way to know that you have them. You have to see traces of them. Dead or alive. You have to see them in order to actually say you have them. You can't just assume just because you're getting bit. But I went and did a little research because I had a viewer, and she's not the first, but she was talking about bed bugs and all. We had conversations, and now she's asking, how does she know they're bed bugs? Because she's still getting bit, and not as often, but she's still getting bit. One thing is, some of you are saying that you've treated your whole entire place and you haven't. And then you say that the powder or whatever doesn't work. It's up to you if you want to stop getting bit or not. If you do, you will do what's said to do. It's the only way. It's the only way. And it's proven that it's the only way. I did some research though, of course, and went out. And I know other bugs that bite, but I wanted to, get it from research. And I don't know all the other bugs that bite, so that's what leads me to go to research. But it's like the main insects that may be biting you as you sleep are bed bugs. But it's also mosquitoes, fleas, gnats, something called midgets, spiders, lice, ticks, ants, fleas, dust mites. It could be a number of things that's biting us or biting you. Bed bugs, besides bed bugs, numerous insects bite at night. These night biters can be dust mites. Dust mites live in our beds just as well. It could be fleas. It could be mosquitoes. Like I said, just said these things, lice, spiders, ticks. Most of these insect bite marks look alike, but you should first look for bed bugs. So you have to do an investigation. You have to do some investigating. You have to start looking around in these places. And I have a video where I suggest some places that you can look that they may be hiding. Also your curtains and your curtain rods. Look at your curtains and look inside the curtain rods, because they are found to be a massive infestation inside the curtain rods. Why? Because nobody would think to look in the curtain rods. But that's what they do. They hide places where you would never think that they are. That's why you have to treat everywhere. And when you're treating certain places that you wouldn't even think they are, that's when a lot of people find the infestations. They find these infestations because they're hiding in places that you would never think they are. Okay, so the most common insect known for biting people while they are sleeping is the bed bug. If you wake up with multiple bites that are painless at first but become itchy welts over time, especially around the ankles, the neck, behind your knee, or the inner thighs, you might be dealing with a bed bug infestation. That's where I was getting bit. On the back of my neck. It's back on the back of my neck and a little lower down on my back. That's the only place I was getting bit. And I got bit a few nights back to back to back. Okay, bed bugs bite each person differently. But the most common appearances of bed bugs include raised bumps, like the bumps get big. And they be bumps like in a line. Mine was like in a straight line going down my back. Some of them were separated a little bit, but most of the time it was like a straight line. But it can be a line, any kind of straight line. It could be diagonal, straight up and down, across. Zigzag, so they bite in a zigzag pattern, a zigzag random pattern. A pimple-like bump with dark and red center and skin tone lighter than normal, surrounding it, like a light ring or something, maybe surrounding a light patch. A round bump on your skin containing a clear fluid. Those are signs of bed bug bites. Okay, mites. We're talking about mites now. Intense itching and many small red bumps like pimples are seen. Barrows may also be seen, and these look like thin wavy lines. Those are mites. Chigger bites. Chiggers, you'll usually find them outside, not in your bed. You can take precautions to avoid itchy rash. Chiggers are very small mites that thrive in humid, grassy areas, and when it's humid, and in the grassy areas. They don't breed in homes or beds. An itchy rash that develops a few hours after you spend time outside may be from chigger bites. Chigger bites are itchy red bumps that look like pimples, blisters, or small hives. They are usually found around the waist, ankles, or in arm, like the skin folds of your arm, like in the folds. They get bigger and itchier over several days, and they often appear in groups. Chigger bites start to itch within hours of the chigger attacking on the skin. Scabies. Scabies. Many people get the scabies rash. This rash causes little bumps that often form in a line. The bumps can look like hives, tiny bites, knots under the skin, or pimples. Some people develop scaly patches that look like eczema. So these are other bugs, and I just gave like little definitions of the bites with particular bugs. Like we know with mosquito bites, lice is something that mainly be in your hair. Spiders, we got them crawling around everywhere. So I didn't, give an explanation on everything. Just things that we're not too familiar with that could be biting. Also, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is something that we exhale. Like when we're breathing in, once we breathe out carbon dioxide, and this is how these bugs and insects find us. They find us because they're attracted to the carbon dioxide. That lures them to us so they can bite and suck the blood. And most of the time, like not most of the time, but when we're sleeping, that's when we breathe the heaviest. So that's when the heaviest outpour of the carbon dioxide is just in the air. And that's why we get bit mainly when we're asleep, because that's a heavy dose of carbon dioxide being breathed out. Okay, guys, I had to cut it off for a second to take care of something, but that's basically what I came to saying what this video is about. Be mindful that bed bugs are not the only bugs that bite at night or bite us while we're sleeping. There are other bugs that bite, and the only way you can say you're getting bit by a bed bug is to actually see a bed bug. Okay, so pay attention, look around. When you're getting bit, even if it's not at your home, try to look around a little bit and see what you may see. Examine your bites according to what I say they could look like, or however. In some cases, some folks may go to the doctor, go to your ER or whoever, and they can tell you what the bites are, but 9 times out of 10 they probably won't. They'll probably just say, yep, it's definitely some type of insect bite. Because I don't know if you can really diagnose a bug bite. But yeah, the best way is to try to find what's actually biting you. So do some investigation, do your own investigation, start looking around to see what you can find. Okay, guys, I just wanted to come back and say that because it's just starting to be a few people that's getting bit by things, and because of this bed bug epidemic and things, everybody automatically think it's bed bugs and they have never seen them. So look for them, do some investigation, try to find out what's biting you before you give the culprit a name. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.